Alright, guys. As promised, another stream from chat and stuff. I'm Raul. This stream we're gonna do a Pokemon stream. We're gonna keep it simple with the Pokemon Pristine. That is the Prestige Bundle. This is the pack that I had bought on my cruise that I went on. This is actually the second pack that I got. The first pack that I got was this one. They were selling them for like $29.99, and then these smaller ones were like $19.99, which this one included like up to 50 cards. I didn't remember how much this one included, so I just bought the bigger box. I actually opened the first one on the cruise ship. I was really mindful because I'm trying not to be a scalper. I'm not super into Pokemon like that, so I wanted to ensure that like kids and people that wanted to have the opportunity to buy these packs could. But I think I was the only one on the ship that bought it. I did a Royal Caribbean cruise, and I was like pretty sure I was the only sales on these, even though there was a bunch of kids and stuff like that. But when they're on the ship, they're not thinking Pokemons. They're going to teen clubs, and even the adults, they're drinking themselves crazy and partying and stuff like that. Me and my friends, we played board games and card games on the ship, so it was more up my alley, and it kind of gave me a video idea. So I was just like, let's give it a shot, especially because I wanted to see if it's worthwhile. Something funny I found, it was this 50 plus marker. It's actually 51 cards that came in. So I think legally they could put that, but it's just one of those. And then like 5 holos or like ultra rare and stuff like that. But spoiler alert, this kind of pack was a stinker. We'll go into the numbers a little bit later, but on why. But this was it. Like, this was my huge complaint with it when I knew it was going to be a stinker from the get go. Is here are the cards, and like they shuffle around so much. They have so much loose space versus like a normal Pokemon pack. And they just slide around. I can show you guys how that is real quick. It's like here it is, and then like if I turn it slightly, you guys see how it moves in the actual box container itself. Um, I knew any card that I got from here was not going to be in good condition, so I was fine with that. Um, I was like, this is just something I'm gonna have to live with. But it is what it is. At the end of the day. But yeah, so I just had to make my peace with it. This is what was included in the Prestige bundle. So it's like like it's supposed to have been like a cool experience, but it was like kind of felt scammed a little bit. But I didn't expect much. It was just like an activity for me more so I can't really super complain. I'm not gonna go through all this, but it's just different languages, but this is the English portion of it. But it came with multiple packs, so 20 sleeves, and they were all supposed to be like different like generations of Pokemon cards, different things. It was just a smack of leftover stuff. It's like I love this at the bottom where it's like affordable, quality, fun. It's like quality was shot as soon as cards started slaying around. Fun, it is fun to open packs, and I guess affordable in the grand scheme of it. Like 15 depending on where you're at. So for the same amount, it's like $28. So it's not ridiculous for the $50 price point. Actually, no, like if you did 9 times 4, that's 36. So yeah, you would technically get more cards and probably better condition. So affordable is kind of like, I guess this was kind of a bit of a scam because like you're getting worse condition cards and less of them for the same price, give or take, at the same price point. But it is what it is. So like there's the sticker for $29.99. And this was what was in it. Like we're gonna do an opening of the one that I have today, but it has this game surprise bag, collector, and then the pristine theme packs, as well as these prestige packs and different quantities, 8 cards, 15 cards, 3 cards, and stuff like that. Uh, like I said, the quality of the cards wasn't that great, but it's like big bag, which is one that held in all like these, and this is kind of just more propaganda. Um, but yeah, so and this was what was in the big bag, but we'll see that's later. And these are the 20 sleeves. I actually have some. They're normal sleeves. They're not like ridiculous, but it's like just the same sleeves you kind of get at like Walmart. Like they get the job done. But if there was anything super valuable, I wouldn't want these sleeves. I would want a little bit more heavy duty, especially since I got these on a cruise. So then when I was transporting them back, it's like that's just extra risk for damaging, and I didn't bring anything to because I didn't expect this to be on there. So, but yeah, like I said, it's like they all just shuffle around. There's a huge gap. Like all this is probably air that could have got cut out, but you know they had to put all these advertised like information on there, so they just stretched it out. And so like when I first opened this pack, uh, first card super bent, and of course that was like the best card in there. And now like this wasn't like a great card at all, but it was still the best card. Going into like the second, like another pack, is like it was awesome Sanchu, like, but it's like look at all these scratches on it. It's like from just it shifting back and forth, so it's just like any value. And when I did my value assessments, even like I just chose the lowest just because of the conditions that these cards were coming in. So it's like I think we could check it out in a second, but like these are all the cards in it pretty much. It was just a random packs, random genres and stuff like that. And oh yeah, this was what I was trying to say. This is how like the big pack that had like the most cards came in, which was upsetting for me. It's like it came like this, so cards were flipped upside down. So it's like one way, the other way, one other way, like a couple there, and then it goes down. I was just like, oh, that annoys me. It's like I just, how hard was it just to put it in one direction? So it's just like, that was frustrating. But it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. Um, but yeah, so kind of going into a little bit of the analytics of this pack on is it worth it? Uh, on the low scale of things, my peak card was the Path to the Peak. So it was this card right here. And it's at the low point in the last year sold for 10 cents. So it's 10 cents there. Next one being the Victor Volt reverse hollow. Just came in at 5 cents, and then my Gibble at another 5 cents. And then everything else that I had was like 1 cent. So like this whole section for my low end, you see at the bottom, I'm in the way. There we go. Is 67 cents is my on my low end. Now on my high end, if everything was near mint and stuff like that, that's a whopping $8.34. So I could return, sell all the to go through the trouble of selling all these all to buy one regular Pokemon pack. So return on investment, not really there, but it is what it is. Go back down here. But yeah, so but I just sat down. I went through a TCG player and just pulled all the packs and just did a nice Excel sheet. So what we're gonna do today is go through and do a second pack and reopen this second pack. So that is this one. So we're gonna slice this open, go through. Before I do that, actually, I just remembered. So on the 1 year near mints, so like the highs, like the best cards that I got out of this one was I still don't know how to pronounce most of these Pokemon's names, but this Hisuian over Overquill, coming at a whopping 87 cents. Let's see if I can get my focus. There we go. 87 cents. And I just sleeved everything that was over a quarter. These are all the ones that are over a quarter, so nothing else over 50 cents. So, but I had a couple that I was like, this is. I don't have a lot of Pokemon cards besides the packs that I opened on my first stream. And I didn't even go into how much those were worth or like evaluate. I think the most of that was like maybe 30 cents max. So we'll see if I actually get into Pokemon like that. I probably won't, just be realistic with you. I don't play it, and I don't really have any friends that play it. And I'm more of a player than a collector of cards. So like even my Magic the Gathering, I do the Final Fantasy version because I like playing those. But since I don't have a Pokemon playing community yet, I'm just kind of doing this as like getting used to stream. Like for example, I just taught myself today how to overlay my monitor onto the screen so that way I can flip back and forth and show you guys stuff versus like before when it was like hard cut or overlaying videos and stuff like that. So this is kind of like still my getting to know how to do things streaming wise and recording and editing videos. So a lot of this is just nonsense, but I'm glad to share and I'm glad to be a part of this community and kind of just grow it from no one into eventually someone. So we'll get there one day. And my YouTube presence is growing slowly. I got a couple views on my last videos, and I was joking with my wife. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's just the auto play sequence that just puts it on. People go, what the hell am I watching? And then they click off. But that's fine. It's like a view is a view, and I'll take it right now. We'll get. I'm not a slave to the analytics yet, so that is what it is. All right, let's get into it. Let's open this bad boy up. For this one, I might not do a top down. I don't have a second monitor or am that skilled to do that yet. I just dropped the entire box, so if I even got it. But let's. At the very least, it comes in a really hard plastic container. So the cards, we're gonna save actually the big gaming. Actually, screw it. We're gonna start here. We're gonna start with the big one, and then open the smaller ones. I feel like I just need the sleeves, and that's where this is stored. So we'll just start with the surprise bag. In there is 4 cards, guaranteed 1 hollow. So let's see if we can get that. So this guarantees 1 hollow. This is energy packs. Yay, we'll probably start there. I think. Oh, these sleeves are green. The original ones I got were red. So it's kind of cool that they actually have just different colors because I have so many things that I need to sleeve for Magic. And then this is just 14 cards. So we'll start here with 14 cards. So, okay. So protective sleeve, with that. And then this is where my frustrations grow even bigger. So at first I was like, oh, maybe they have some cards, but like some of these cards are not even flipped. Like they're just flipped backwards. So this up correctly first, so I don't go insane. There we go. Alright. So we have a Shellos. Figure out what the best way. I'm gonna make my monitor big so I can see myself. There we go. You guys can see it a little bit better. Let's go in. Wait. Square. School. I just think it's cool Pokemon. Primordial Altar. Electro Balls. Vulpix. I don't really know, like, how to tell which versions and stuff like that. Like, if it's what releases they are, I just kind of pull them. Fletchling. Rotom. Feebas. It's a puzzle. Tatsuguri. Lucky Helmet. And Onyx. That's it. Nothing super rare there. That's just a bunch of loose cards so that way they could hit their 50 card limit. Let's see if I could, I'm gonna edit them just a little bit. Lower that like that. So I'm gonna put these off to the side. Let's put the sleeves off to the side for now. Let's open these energies. It's weird filming because everything's like backwards. Ooh. Just normal. Energies. Energy. Water. A different type of water. Two types of water. Or it's not, that's not water. That's like normal or dark. I don't know. I don't know. I'm dead when it comes to this stuff, so. But that's going off to the side. Now let's get our one guaranteed holo. Nope. Let's see. It's a Weedle. Darmanitan. Emolga, and this should be the holo. It's upside down. Oh my god. Armor Road. That's cool. Actually, in the last pack I got its pre-evolution, but which is cool. We're gonna put this off to the side for now. Special spot. And we're going to open another one. Now this is the issue. It goes. These are 3. This is 8, and this is a 15. This has an Ultra 1 in every 6 packs on average, so maybe we'll start low and work our way to that one. Yeah, let's start with the 3. Wug Wug Trio, Obama Snow, and this one is actually I guess Slash, I think. But this one is can't tell because back in my day it used to just be hollows. Now they have like reverse hollows and different stuff like this. So I'm pretty sure this is just a hollow. I don't know. Yeah. All right, that's going off for to there, and everything else goes into in a pile. Let's do the other 3-pack. So yeah. So before I get into this pack, so I just want to remind people what this chat and what this YouTube is, and like what my channel chat and stuff's about. It's about talking about different things. This video specifically, I just kind of wanted to go over like Pokemon experiences in different ways. Like I see so many people like stand in line for hours just to buy Pokemon cards and packs. I don't have that like enthusiasm, but I know that they love this stuff or they're scalping like and just love to make money off of this stuff. So it's like for me, I don't have that drive to do that, and that's why when I was on the cruise ship, it's like I waited the first day to see if anyone wanted to buy them at first and like that, and then I bought one, and then a couple days after, I bought another one to take home to do this pack opening because I was like, if someone else wants to have fun doing it, I'm not gonna not allow them to do that. I still want them to have fun, because this is the whole purpose of it. It's like, but I know for some people, like this is income, this is like there. They want to make it rich, they want to get that legendary cards and stuff. But for me, it's just like it's something to do. So, all right. It's weird because they're putting the hollow in the middle, so now I'm gonna reshuffle these cards. Oh my gosh, my childhood. So I've only played up to like X and Y, and I think I might have played a little bit of Black and White. I don't remember which one even comes first, but nothing beats an XP share. Nothing beats XP share. A nice Gloom. Oh man. Alolan Marowak. That's actually a really sick card. I do enjoy uh, this version of Marowak because versus the other, like the classic version. All right, cool. Maybe I shouldn't have opened those first, but too late. I'm not going on another cruise anytime soon, so I'm not too worried about it. So, all right. Let's see. All right, fix all these cards. Oh my gosh, these. It's getting worse. Like it's flipped over, and oh, this. All right. Pyroar. Anphi. Barboach. Barboach. Bowatch. Miss Magnus. Probably butchering these names, but that's okay, because I don't know. Catcher Aroma. I know basic English. Marvesta. And then this is a hollow reverse. Clefable. So let's see if we can get that sheen. Not really, no. The camera's gonna. Oh, just a little bit. There we go. And ha 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 ha. This might be a better pack than the last one. It's a ditto. It is a ditto. Sudden transformation. Ditto, ditto, ditto. Wish the camera would focus on the text a little bit better, but it's focusing on me. What if I do this? Oh, there you guys go. Yay. Alright, those two are going to go off to the side. I actually probably should put these ones that I'm getting. I'm gonna put them in the red or the green sleeve so I know which pack I got them from. The original one, or actually it doesn't matter. I have an Excel for different ones. So but yeah, that sleeve the Cleflables, sleeve the Marowak. But yeah, well, like I said, this channel is, I'm trying to make it so that way people can ask questions and we can spark conversations about fact-based conversations. There's so much in the world that people don't know just because we don't talk about it, and there's so much knowledge out there that can be obtained, but it's so easy to get complacent where you're at and just live your normal life without really asking questions or trying to seek knowledge or growth. And so I'm trying to change that for myself and then hopefully encourage other people to do that along the way. So yeah, okay, well, it is what it is. All right. And we're getting down to the last one before we jump into TCG Planner and kind of do the math on is this worth it or not. Because that's the gamble with Pokemon cards. It's like if you strike one big, then you get hooked. And you're like, yeah, it's totally worth it. But then it's like, if you get a bunch of duds, then it's just like a waste of my money. Okay, sorry, I swear I'm not trying to check them out before. It's literally, I'm just flipping them all over because they're all reversed. Alright, there we go. Hopefully I got the good stuff in Breloom. Just put it above my face. Hopefully that's better focus for everyone. This is the alien Pokemon Behem. Energy. Another energy. We got hand trimmer. Like, is it like Lycon Rock? Lycon Rock? Cascoon. NDD. A Mankey. Which actually, Mankey in Pokemon Go was my favorite. I ran it with, what is it, Shadow Punch or Shadow Slash? I think it was Shadow Slash or something like that. Which it was just fast. That's like I spam and within like 3 seconds I get attack, and so that way I just ran through people's shields as fast as possible. And then I would have my other Pokemon kind of come in and hopefully actually deal damage, but it was like a hit or miss because relying on Dark Special and not having a backup kind of puts you in a corner. Potion. Yay. Let's see. Toxic Rope. Alright. Snow Runt. And then it is a Blaziken. So let's get my face out so we can get the focus. Nope, doesn't want to focus. If we back up a little bit and then push this forward. Nope. Alright, but Blaziken. Alright, that gets sleeved. And another Clefable, but a different Clefable, I think. Yeah. So now we are Cleflabled up. It's a Clefable party. And I think we have Cosmog. Oh, it's got a Pikachu on it. 2025? Is this for like the 25th Pokemon anniversary or something like that? I don't know. Cool. We're gonna find out soon because I'm gonna take all these. Well, first I'm gonna sleeve them. Let's take the random cards that we got, put them over to the. We're actually gonna go through all these cards and figure out how much they're worth. Because really, it's just kind of like that first pack. I wanted to see was it a dud? Like realistically, like if you sold it at pretty much near mint on all of them, it's like you made $8 back. So it's really you spent $21 on it, but just $20 having a fun experience supposedly. Versus if this one makes more and it's like I could make my money back. So, all right, let's do this. We're gonna do this together. Let's make myself small because I'm not important. So our number one value is the Alolan Marowak. It's number one in terms of value there on the low end. Then the Ditto. And I keep mispronouncing, I believe, the Agaslash. And finishing out at 10 cents, we have actually, it's buried in the basics, this pile of all the basics that I have. Is this Vulpix at 10 cents. And the Gloom that was also in here. And then this Gloom at 4 cents. And everything else is a penny, so I'm not going to show you guys that. Cool. Over here, let's just make sure it aligns. I'm just going to show you everything above a quarter. And everything above a quarter is what I'm going to leave in sleeves. So hopefully I've done my due diligence to sleeve them correctly. So I already showed you guys the Marowak. Already showed you guys that. We just saw the Ditto. That and it's kind of crazy. It goes from 373, 267 to 57 cents. At 41 cents, it's the Agaslash, and then where am I? Cosmo. 41 cents. Celebration. Small. The Blaziken at a whopping 32 cents. Fable 29 cents. Our lucky helmet 28 cents. Armo robe at 26 cents. And the Phanpy, so cute, at 25 cents. So let's add this up. Let's see what our totals from our previous one was. So from pack 1, let's get me up here. Our totals was $8.34. And for pack 2, is $14.05, so almost double in pack 2. So if I sold pack 1 and pack 2, oh man, basic math. Plus 14.05 plus, what is it, 834, I think it was. Yeah, 834. We would get almost to 1 pack. So I pretty much almost got to a buy 1 get 1 free, but then I would have to go through the work of selling it, shipping all those cards, so taking all that account is really not really, unless I go to a show or something, but then buying tickets. So pretty much it was definitely a loss. The quality of the cards I don't think would even get to that max value. I think realistically it'd be somewhere in between, but closer to this point, realistically speaking. But hey, can't complain. So what if we did the lows though? Or easier. I got a whopping 128 on my second pack versus 67. So 128.67 would be close, almost double. So almost double value of pretty much nothing. Can't even buy a candy bar with that much, but it is what it is. This was interesting. It was kind of an experiment. This was a longer video. I'm going to cut it to pieces. But do I think this Presstibundle was worth it? No. I bought it on a cruise ship. Did I get a slight hit? Kinda. This is like I got technically my most valuable Pokemon card with Fellow and Marowak. But it's like a pass the time. If I'm on the ship, we wanted to do something, or if kids saw it. I did think the placement of it was a little weird because it was very, very high up on the top shelf. I think it's mainly, 1, to deter theft, and 2, just to keep kids' hands off of it. So, but it also caused them to not buy it. So, because I think I was pretty much the only one on the ship that bought those, so they probably looked at me like a weirdo, but it is what it is. But that's it for you guys. I'm gonna get some sleep. This is chat and stuff. Appreciate the time. Peace.